Rahim. Assalamu alaikum students. Welcome to all of you in KPS online classes. Students, today we are going to have our lecture number 10 for pre-9th class, and topic for today is present indefinite tense. We will discuss this tense in our lecture. We will see the how to recognize the tense and its structure. Students, the action that is performed according to any routine or habit is called the tense of present indefinite tense. For example, he goes to school. Now, no time is mentioned here, means it is the part of our routine. Play cricket, it is our habit. So, the action that is done according to any routine or habit, or it is a natural process, is present indefinite tense, as the sun rises in the east, etc. So the structure we will use for this tense will be subject. As we all know, the doer of an action is called subject, means किसी को काम को करने वाला, plus first form of verb, that is called present form of verb. It will be used in this tense, means the main action. And then we have object, means the action is performed upon object, means जिस पर काम किया जा रहा है. Now students, in present indefinite tense we use s or es with first form of verb. Now the question is, where are to use the s or es? Students, if we have the subject third person, means if the subject is third person as he, she, it, or any singular name, then we will use s or es with the first form of verb. As we say, he goes to school, means he is the third person singular, so we have used es with the verb go. We play cricket. Here in this sentence, we is not a third person, it is first person plural, so we have not used s or es. So keep in mind that if we have third person singular as a subject, then we are to use s or es with first form of verb. We have used simple sentence. We have seen the simple sentence. Now we have negative sentence. For negative sentence in any tense, students, we are to use helping verb, and helping verb will be used right after the subject. Students, there are only two tenses in which helping verb is not used in its simple sentence. As we have seen an example, he goes to school. Here no helping verb is used. In present indefinite and past indefinites tenses, helping verb is not used in the simple sentence. It is used in negative, interrogative, such sentences. Now we have a negative sentence. He does not go to school. So its helping verbs are do and does. Basically its helping verb is do. Does is the same thing as we have done in s or es, means we have used es with do, so it becomes a helping verb for the third person singular. We use does with the same words as we use s or es, means both are used with third person singular. He does not go to school. Then we have interrogative sentences. Students, interrogative sentences are the sentences in which something is asked. Now it has two kinds: simple interrogative, double interrogative. Students, simple interrogative sentences can be replied by yes or no. For example, does he go to school? we can say yes or no, means the statement will be clear, the answer will be clear. But the double interrogative sentences demand explanation. For example, we have a sentence, why does he go to school? We cannot say yes or no in answer, in reply. They demand, such type of sentences demand explanation, means we are to give the reason why does he not go to school. So keep in mind that simple sentences has only the helping verb that make it simple sentence, simple interrogative sentence. And double interrogative sentences have two or more than two words that make it interrogative. For example, why does he go to school? Why plus does, they both are making the statement double interrogative. We can also have more than two words. For example, how and why does he not go to school? So these are two kinds of interrogative sentences. Simple interrogative, as we have discussed earlier, does he go to school, means we will use helping verb before the subject, and we will also use question mark at the end of the sentence. Now we have double interrogative sentence, why does he go to school? So here we have used WH word before the helping verb. So here are two words that are making the sentence double interrogative. Now we have some other sentences which are somehow different from double interrogative sentences. Although they are interrogative, but they are somehow different. Students, we have a sentence, who goes to school. It will be different from WH words sentences. Who works as a WH word plus as a subject. So when it is working as a subject, we will use the same structure as in simple sentence, subject first form of verb plus object. Who goes to school? Students, here we have not used the helping verb, although it is an interrogative sentence, by because who is a subject also. So who goes to school, it is who is working here as a third person singular. But if we say in Urdu, कौन स्कूल जाते हैं, so how will we make the difference? We will make the difference by using only go. Who go to school, कौन स्कूल जाते हैं. Now we have a sentence, which school does he go? Which is used in this sentence, कौन सा. Students, which is a WH word. We are to use subject or object with the which, means when which is used, we will use subject or object. Sometimes there is a word that is not working as an object, but we are to use it. Which school, कौन सा स्कूल, कौन से स्कूल does he go, वो जाता है. So here we have used school before helping verb and subject, as we have done in the double interrogative sentence, that first of all we use WH word then helping verb. But here we have used WH word which plus school. We have not used does because which demands subject or object. अगर हम which वाला सेंटेंस यूज़ कर रहे हैं, हमें इसके साथ सब्जेक्ट या ऑब्जेक्ट लगाना पड़ेगा. नाउ वी हैव अ सेंटेंस, विच बॉय फ्लाइज द काइट. इस सेंटेंस में बच्चों हमें सब्जेक्ट यूज़ करना पड़ेगा, कौन सा लड़का पतंग उड़ाता है. नाउ सी, हु फ्लाइज अ काइट, विच बॉय फ्लाइज अ काइट. बोथ हैव द सेम meaning but structure is somehow different. We are using here which, and as I have told you that which demands subject or object, so here we use subject. Which boy, कौन सा लड़का flies the kite, पतंग उड़ाता है. So students, these are some sentences and these sentences are same according to their structure in the all the tenses, means helping verbs will be going on changing, but the function of which will be the same, the function of who will be the same, and we always use simple structure for the sentences having who as a subject. Means when we have who as a subject, we will use the structure that we use for the simple sentence. So students, be careful about all this. Thank you so much.